Boys, doing some Madden NFL 19 rebuilds. This will be a chain rebuild. I'll do a bunch of Madden videos leading up to the release of Madden 20. I know it's a long time, but I'll just give me some suggestions down below of what to do, and I'll do it. You can see I'm rebuilding the Browns. So what these rebuilds are going to consist of is me not totally destroying the team. It depends on it. And Madden has really dumb things implanted, like when you hit 30 you start to regress, and some people's trade value is not very good, or others. It's a lot of things. You'll see as I go through this problems that Madden 20 needs to fix. I'm not going to create a custom head coach even though the Browns have a new head coach. Just going to take up time. So we're going to take a look at this roster. As you see, we have Baker Mayfield at quarterback, Nick Chubb halfback with Duke Johnson, with Jarvis at the 1. Then Antonio Callaway, we're going to have to improve on the wide receiver position. Njoku at tight end. We're going to have to improve on the right tackle and left tackle with Hubbard and Robinson. Our guards on the inside are really good. We'll have to see how old J.C. Treader is. He's going to probably last another 2 to 3 years. Then Zeitler, he should be done in about a year or two. So they'll probably get moved out. Now on the defense, it's anchored by Myles Garrett, Ogunjobi, and then to improve that D-tackle number 2 spot. And then Agba on the left end with Ward, Mitchell, and Carey starting at corner. And on free safety, we have Randall and Strong Peppers, and then the linebacking core is Avery, Schobert, Kirksey. I will try to trade Jamie Collins. I'm gonna get some value for him. His contract is not very good. He's older. He's not starting. So I might as well see what I can get for him. And you'll see in these rebuilds, I love to get high picks so then I can go after stars and stuff like that. So I'll try to win the deal here. Try to get a top first rounder. So I have 2 first rounders. I always love to have a plethora of picks and stuff like that. Looks like I'm going to have to give him a 4 or I'll give him a 3 since I have one to burn. So Jamie Collins and a 3rd for the Bills, number 9 pick. So I'll send to the offseason. As you can see, you can re-sign players as you go. Body Calhoun may re-sign him, but he's not going to be any good for us because we already have Demarius Randall. Tyrod Taylor, no. Everybody looks like they're going to be let go. I know you may see why they have greens. Well, their development is not that good. Carl Davis isn't. EJ Gaines is quick, but he's 27. Taylor, he's worth too much money, and Body, he's just not going to be a impact player for us anymore. So I may also try to dump some not so good contracts, and I'll trade players that are free agents that are good. I'll do that so I can get picks and other players and such. See what I can get for Tyrod Taylor, see if I can get a high pick for him. If you have some suggestions for other things I should do during these franchises, like I can do dual franchises against some other people, that's gonna go. So it looks like I'm not gonna be able to pick up a first. I don't want to give up many picks. I'll get that 3rd. I get a 3rd rounder for Tyrod. That's good. So I turned the trade deadline off because I think trade deadline, in my opinion, is stupid. You can always have a chance to get your team a lot better in the be-all and all. So see if we can find a good. Body's a very good player. He's not that old. He just can't be an impact player for us. So the Bucks like him. I'm always gonna go for the team's first round pick. I don't usually go for players, but in this case, if they have somebody I like and that has good age and is a good rating, I'll go after him. Like Kayvon Alexander, he's a great player. It's just already have Joe Schobert at that position. Like I could go for a rotational guy like Noah Spence or Carl Nassib, but I may go for a second round pick for Bream Body Calhoun. So I have plenty of draft capital to make this team better and keep it going. So it took Bream Body a 5th for their second rounder. So on defense, so Carl's gonna be a free agent, so I might as well trade him so I can get something out of him. The Bears like him. They don't have picks, but they have players I like. I could get Charles Leno. He's only 27. His salary isn't awesome, but I don't know about him. Roquan Smith would be nice, but he's a rookie. People in Madden don't usually give him up very easily. Doesn't really look like there's anything too appealing to me. I'll go see if another team likes them. Bengals, they don't have anything I like. And in these franchises, I will not play any games unless it's necessary. Like it's a playoff game, I'll simcast it, and if I have to hop in, I will to help win. So, Laramie Tunsil, I don't think this is gonna happen. It'll probably require a pick. Yeah, that won't happen. But he'd be a nice left tackle. Xavier Howard would be nice. He usually hits free agency a year later, but that's no problem with me paying him. This is why I get these extra picks. So now I have 3s at my disposal and 2s that I can use on this. See, took Carl Davidson a 3rd rounder to get a very good corner. So I may want to trade AJ Gaines now. Not a bad player at all, it's just he's not going to have a good role with us. Bengals. I know I said I didn't find anything I liked. Most of their players I don't want, but I can go for their pick. I don't think so. I don't feel like giving up more picks for them. Bills, I know I already got their first rounder, but I just want to see what they have. Shaq Lawson, he'd be a nice rotational guy. Matt Milano. I already have a left outside linebacker and stuff like that. Deion Dawkins, he's usually a very easy player to get. He's a good, see, it only takes EJ Gaines, and he's not that good. Buffalo just doesn't value Deion Dawkins. I don't know why. He's a young left tackle that develops very easily. He jumps to an 80, I believe, in his first year. So, I don't think there's anybody else who's gonna be a free agent that's like tradable. Let me check. I don't think there really is. Yeah, Xavier, see, he's a free agent next year. I just want him now. Nobody else really on this roster is tradable. So I'll sim to that next week and start free agency. Okay, as you can see, we have to fill a lot of holes. We have plenty of cap space to do it. Usually free agency and franchise isn't great this year. Like, I could sign Marvin Jones if age wasn't a problem. Like, if they can move the age bump thing to like 35, 36, that would be a lot more reasonable. I could end up signing Marvin Jones or Golden Tate to a couple deals and then let him go afterwards. But they have to put it at 30. I don't get why they do that.
hustle over everything. Hit the king like an 18 wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I rolled in the 4x4. Believe if a kid gon' go see me with, ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk that. Roll by the car lot when bought it. Caught case with the case and a phone. They will watch you give it. I live that they rapping back, caring them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of those, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. High formation, 28 Street.
Let's see if Robbie Anderson on a further deal. We'll get him until he starts, because him and Jarvis will be a great combo, and I can get a couple other people in the draft. So the more points you have, the better chance you get. You don't want to have the most, because sometimes they don't want the money. So I don't get it. All you gotta do is be in the pack, at least be in consideration.
Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that the day go by. I ain't no grind if I ain't no fight. If it one thing I want, it can't go by. Trying to put 6 wheels on the Range Rover. I ain't feeling plenty of but you know something. If you think at the top till I move over. Modern day Tupac in a new Hova. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady ducking clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no capping down. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown.
You can see the most high bidders in free agency are the Redskins and the Dolphins. I don't get why it's those teams. They always high bid for good players. We got Glenn Dix, and they did it to Mike Hilton here. They did it to Roger Sacco over there. And the Dolphins, they came on water first up. It's very common of them to do that. So let's see if I can find anything else good for you to see. I don't need those. It's very important to have good rotational guys to come in, like a Muhammad Wilkerson. But I don't want to pay him. I'm not going to go after bunches because I have Anderson on contract. If I get both of them, I'm going to have to trade one of them, and it'll be pointless. It'll be a cap hit on me in the free agency. I don't really look like I need a kicker. Not paying you a bunch of money. Trying to do a 2-year deal. Until he retires. Steven Gostkowski's is always a good kicker. I already have the left tackle, right end. He's always a good player to have in free agency. He's 31. This is a good example of a good player that will regress after next year. Arsenal do the same. He was getting close. So it's a very high common theme, which makes free agency very I wouldn't say unuseful, but at points frustrating and sometimes unuseful. Could go get Hankins, but the Dolphins have overbid for him. It was Jameson Crowder. Doesn't really look like there's anything I like. Don't really look like it. Could get Juwan James. Good pass protector. Good block. Good head for the Dolphins. He signed with the Broncos this offseason, so we'll see how that goes for John Elway and company. So I'm in the pack on this. Probably won't get him, but we'll see what happens. I don't see really anything else that's any good. It's worth a deal in free agency. So I'll send the next week, see if they accept. So I didn't get Juwan James or Robbie Anderson, but I did get the kicker. So big whiff on free agency. So I'll just have to wait on the draft, see what happens. And for drafting, I'm going to use the YouTuber Bengals 2019 draft. Go at him, that Bengal. Very good NFL guy for YouTube, and does rebuilds occasionally. He stopped doing them due to his unhappiness with Madden, which I feel the pain of that. But this is the only game I love, so. So as you can see, you get grades. These are guys who were in this draft. This was made a while ago, so he didn't declare. Herbert didn't, or this Derek Brown. Some of these guys will be overdrafted as they did in the draft, as the draft is ending today. So, you might be like, why is he drafted that high? Well, it was made a while ago before a lot of players shot up people's boards. So, I'll send them to the draft, and we'll see what happens. So let's start a draft. I have, so the Cardinals are gonna go first. My next pick is 9, so I'll send it there.
The Browns are now on the clock.
And I like to trade my later picks so I can get picks for players, but I don't usually do first rounders unless there's a good offer that the computer gives me. So we'll have to see. I don't like that age. I preferably want a first next year and their first this year. That's my preference. So I won't take any of these deals. But I will. I think Bosa's still sitting there at 5 ends. I don't think Agba's going to be better than Bosa or Rashawn Gary. So, you will notice Marquise Brown will fall, and he ends up developing into a 90 in a matter of 2 years, which is unbelievable. So, I'm going to probably go whoever's the best D tackle here, because I need one. I'll go to Raekwon Davis at Alabama. Good player. Quick development. Already at an 80. Probably fill that hole.
The Browns are now on the clock.
So I have 17 right here. Rashawn Gary is still there. I could go Hollywood Brown here. Or go wide receiver and DK Metcalf. In Hollywood. And 3 good wide receivers sitting there. I will go. Who's the best wide receiver? So I'll go Marquise Brown here out of Oklahoma. See, he has superstar development. He's already 77, so he's gonna be a killer downfield for Baker for 2. So I'll send him the next pick.
The Browns are now on the clock.
What, 7? Christian Wilkins is there. Great defensive tackle. I do not need a quarterback or a tight end. Don't really feel the need to draft a wide receiver. I will see what the trade offers are for this pick so I can start gaining picks and possibly go after Odell Beckham or somebody. The only reason I say Odell is because it happened in real life, so. I do like their next year's second. I want both, preferably. Or a team's third. I don't feel like it because I have a good pick here. So I will make the pick here. I will go. I really don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm really going down the board here. Don't really know what I want to do here. I know DeAndre Walker turns out to be a good player, as well as Chris Lindstrom. I just don't really feel the need to draft anybody. But I do need a wide receiver, so I will go Colin Johnson here, out of Texas. Very tall, he's 6'6", 77, quick development. So it'll be. Well, it'll be him, Marquise Brown, and Jarvis Landry, man in the wide receiving corps. Now I made a trade out of every pick now, just to get player, but I need depth and rotational guys in on defense. So. I will go. I think I will go. I'm not gonna go Bobby Evans. He doesn't turn out to be a good player at all. I think I want to go Montez Sweat either. No, Sheffield turned out to be a good player. I want to get things for the future as well. When guys start getting old, I don't have to trade them away. Don't really think. I will trade this pick. Don't see anything I like. It's worth this pick. So I'll build some draft capital for next year and take the Titans deal.
I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade.
So the next pick.
The Browns are now on the clock.
So I'm not gonna draft anybody to draft them. I may just go best available here to see if they can be rotational guys and be effective. So I may go Jashai Polite. Hodge I know is not a good player in this. Jelks turns out to be okay. I will go. Don't really like anything right here either. Do need a backup quarterback, but I'm not going to draft it with a player that could be an impact guy. So I will go Jalen Jelks here. That's a pretty good player. Has normal development, but he's a backer. I'll send the next pick. So I am going to trade every pick from here on out to have a lot of draft capital. Whatever gives me the most picks, I will take. So this is a future fourth. I'll just trade out of it.
War rooms are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming.
The Browns are now on the clock.
So I will trade this pick too. The only way I don't trade a pick is if I don't get anything good out of it. So I get another fourth from Seattle.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Hold on now. This pick is trading teams.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. There's no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trade.
The Browns are now on the clock.
I woke up in
How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade.
The Browns are now on the clock.
I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me.
What wait, looks like both war rooms are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming.
In the club with the owner.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Like, hey, when you on top, go hate on you, that what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
So at the end of the draft, at the end of the draft, the team looks like this. Deion Dawkins, Batonio, Treader, Zeitler, and Hubbard hold down the front five. Then Njoku at tight end with Hollywood Brown, Jarvis Landry, and Colin Johnson. That's the 3 wide receivers flag. Then Chubb, Mayfield, Duke Johnson. On the defensive side of the ball, it's a really stud group with Emmanuel Ogbah, Davis, Ogunjobi, Garrett, Kirksey, Schobert, and Avery holding down the front 8. And then Ward, Mitchell, and Howard leading the secondary with Randall and Peppers in the back end. If there is anybody left on the free agent market, I will pick them up as rotational guys. So we'll sign Kyle Williams. He's not that old. He'll probably retire after this year, but he's a nice rotational guy to have. Good high 70s to have, so it'll be good. See if there's anybody else I like. I do need a backup quarterback. I don't feel, even though I turned Andrews off, I always like to have a backup quarterback. I don't know why I do. I just do. Okay, I love RG3. I don't know why they had to freaking get rid of him. Okay, I'm not paying $5 million. That's bullshit. I don't think I'm gonna get one. They're paying him like $5 million. I don't want to do that for a guy that's just gonna be around for years. So I'll screw that off. So I open with the Dolphins. So I'll see you guys the regular season. So I have decided at the start of the regular season, I'm going to try to make a play for a big-time wide receiver. Because I want to keep Hollywood because he develops well, but Johnson's a nice guy to do it with. I'll put him in the deal with a couple other picks. See if I can go get Odell. Because last time I tried to do this, it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy to do this. So let's try it. So, Colin Johnson. What do I all have? I have a first, 2 seconds, a third, 3 4 fourths, 3 fifths, and a couple of sixths. So I'm gonna try to dump the fourth. I know they're not great picks, but Colin Johnson is a good player, and they always value rookies really well. So I'm gonna go try to get Odell. If not, I'll okay. So I'll give away the second and this fourth. I'm close. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to give up 1 second and a third, or I could just give away a player if I have to. Okay. I'm gonna try both seconds, and then I'm gonna decide if I want to give away my first, because my picks are very valuable to me. But Odell's Odell. So I'm gonna see if there's a player there that I'm willing to part with that has a good backup. Zettle's a rotational guy. They don't need a right end though. They do need a quarterback, but obviously I have RG3. I don't how I got him. I pressed the button. So they need a free safety. I don't have that. Wish I would have kept Bring Body Calhoun. This would have been perfect timing for him. Right tackle. I have Hubbard. I don't want. I don't. Now if I could, you know what? If they need a right tackle, I'm gonna give him them, and then I can go trade for one because offensive linemen aren't usually valued that much. So I'll throw in a second here, and then see if I can pull it off. Oh, I don't think I can pull it off. I'm gonna need all greens for Odell. So I need a big play wide receiver. And I don't think Odell. I don't think I can get him. Let's see if there's anybody else good. Kenny Galladay. I think he's valued very much. Devontae Adams. That would be nice. I'm gonna try picks. So I don't. This is gonna be hard to do because I don't like parting with my first rounder, which as you can see, or I would have done it in an instant. So I'm gonna find a team that needs a wide receiver. So some teams that may need a wide receiver have big play ones that are really good. So, Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp. Problem with Cooks is that, I mean, he's young, but he's getting paid 6.8. I could try. I just want to see what the water is for him. See if I can try out a second rounder here. Yeah, he's valued a lot, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so guys, I have pulled off the deal of the century. Now, you may say AJ Green's old and he's going to start, but I got AJ Green for Colin Johnson in a 4th round pick. A 4th round pick. I mean, AJ Green's a freaking great wide receiver. I know he's 31. He has star development. He's already 90. 90 players that are up there are keepable for a year or two. So I'm going to try him, Jarvis, and Hollywood at that spot. Now I have a big play guy to throw it up to. So, and then you can upgrade players. That's why I drafted Hollywood, because he develops super fast. So I will see you guys at the mid-season point. So I am at the mid-season point. I am undefeated. Undefeated. 6-0-1. Who did I tie with? So I'm 6. So I'm the best team in the AFC right now. 2 best player. Best teams are, I mean, we're 2 and the Texans are 7 in the league. The Steelers are in our division as well as the Ravens. So the top 4 teams in the AFC, 3 are in the AFC North. So it's a very competitive division, but as long as I keep winning, we will not have a problem. I want to see who's tied with, because that's kind of interesting. They're starting to happen a lot more. With, I don't know why in Sims, they're starting to happen a lot more. So I've beaten everybody, pretty much. I tied with the Bengals, which is kind of odd, because they're not good. So 6-0-1, doing fine. Then I can re-sign players in the mid-season point. So I'm gonna have to re-sign mainly all of these guys because they're, except for Zettel, and then the rest is gone. AJ Green, I'm gonna keep him. And then the one thing you can do to contracts is add him another year. It makes the player think that he gets more money, but he really doesn't. He really helps my cap hit. Marius Randall, he's a ball hawking safety, even though he has normal development, 85. Xavier Howard, this deal will probably last until he's usable. And then in these franchises, I will go, the farthest I will go is 5 years, because if I go 5 years, I feel really good about a team. But if I'm not going very far, it means either that I've won multiple times, or I've just screwed up this team way too much that I can fix it. I'll give Agba a deal, 4 years. This is the one bad thing about Madden. You can't structure contracts very well, a lot like you can in 2K and in other games. Madden just keeps it very simple, which I like, but at the same time I don't, because I want to keep it structured to where I can have a player option. You can't put player options in contracts and stuff like that. So you can like fix a salary in NBA. It's a lot different. And then the trait finder in Madden, I highly suggest that in Madden 20. That could help out people playing 2K. Transition to the game a lot easier if they like franchise, which I'm one of the guys that does. I used to be a big Ultimate Team guy, but I may start doing that. It's just when I don't get off to a good start and I'm like late in like December, I just don't do it because I miss a lot. So my Madden videos until Madden 20 are gonna be these. So you can see some of these guys you may recognize later in the year. Some of these guys you may recognize from college football, like Tua and I don't know, Jake Fromm, maybe J.K. Dobbins if you're an Ohio State fan. Chase Young as well. So there's a couple guys in there. So I'm gonna sim to playoffs, and we're gonna most likely make it unless we do something bad. Check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, how to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. So I made it to the end of the season, regular season. I went 11-4, went 5-4 in the back stretch. Still won the division, thanks to that tie. So that tie turned out to be very good for us. And what I'll do in these rebuilds is I will check yearly rewards, see how guys are doing, see if guys are performing, see if they're not, so I can decide what to do in the offseason. MVP, Baker was 6th. Defensive player of the year, Baker was 3rd. Defensive player of the year, Schobert and Garrett were 2 and 3. The offensive rookie of the year, nothing. No Hollywood Brown, which kind of concerns me. Sometimes the rookie of the year and stuff like that can be a bit fixed, because I was in a franchise once and a 68 overall Geno Smith won offensive player of the year, which didn't make any sense to me. I don't know how in the sim engine it does that, but it just does. Nobody in the year, so yeah. So let's advance week. See who we're playing in the divisional. I will not simcast this year, so we're playing the division rival Steelers. So our excuse me. I will not simcast this year. I'll just advance because it's my first year. I haven't really built the team the way I want it, and we lost. It's a bit, that hurts kind of, but Browns made the playoffs, so. Baker had 4 passing touchdowns, no picks. Schobert did well. So. Must not have done something right. So I will also check out the stats. So we're 7th in offense, 11th in defense, pretty mediocre, or at the high end, which is nice. Baker had an excellent season. 4,310 yards, 33 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 65% completion. Pretty good year. Chubb had 1,000 yards, which is good. 15 touchdowns. AJ Green, 1,303 yards. Doesn't look like he's slowing down. 11 touchdowns. Jarvis had a very productive season. Jocko scored a lot. Joku, sorry. Hollywood Brown didn't produce. Why did Callaway get more than Marquise Brown? That's kind of... I don't know how that happens when I have him at the 3rd spot. So blocking... John Dawkins at 10, 5, 4, 2. So... overall, didn't get sacked that much, which is good. Just want to keep him upright. 133 tackles for Schobert. Led the team, pretty sure. Yeah. Tackles for loss. You want to see high for everybody. 15 for Garrett, 13 for Ogunjobi, 11 and 10. 10 for my rookie, which is good, Raekwon Davis. Interceptions. Denzel had 3, Schobert, Kirksey, Mitchell, Avery, and Peppers all had 1. Forced fumbles. So we are making teams turn the ball over. Randall had 2, and Vallejo had 2. I don't know how he did most of well. Christian Kirksey and Peppers each had 1. Block kicks. Randall, Vallejo, Mitchell, Kyle Williams, they all had 1. Told you that Williams was a good rotational guy. Blocked a kick for us. So nothing on defensive touchdowns. So overall, pretty good year stat-wise. Other than I'm not very happy about Antonio Callaway playing over Marquise Brown, even though he's below him on the depth chart. So I don't know how that happened. So AJ Green's at a 93 right now. I'm going to see how he regresses, as well as Treader and some other guys on the roster. So I'll advance to offseason. So let's see who's negotiating, who we're trading. RG3, he will have no trade value, but Zettel, DeValve, maybe Kindred, all 3 of those guys could have value on the trade market. So I will try to pick up some players. I may group them together and get a big playmaker on defense, like a good linebacker, like a Levante David from the Bucks, even though he's older, but he's a 90 like AJ Green. So it was a okay. It's gonna be. I got this grease on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rest keep me up on the podium. I had a back in my shoulder. You got a bitch. Jumping in the bed with 2 dots in there. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. About tag on. I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general true.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch they at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was.
So I did finally find a trade offer. I looked at the Panthers, tried to get a backer there I liked, but it involved me giving up these guys in a first rounder. I did go to the Saints. They liked both of them. So it's not the playmaking move, but it will help because Hubbard was one of the top two that he gave up double-digit sacks this year, which is okay when you're in a division with the Steelers and the Ravens, who always have great pass rushers. So I got Ramczyk, which isn't a playmaking move that I thought I was going to make, but it helps the line, and I could trade Hubbard for picks. So I came out of there good. So I need linebackers. I'll look and see. So everybody's already regressed. Let's see how far. AJ Green went down to an 89 because he has 2+ confidence, so he's still a great player, which helps. Zeitler went down to an 84, so he's good for another year, and Treader's good for one more year as well. He went down 1, which wasn't bad at all. Nobody else was really old on this team, on this defense, which helps to have good youth, which helps. So I'll send the free agency, see if I can get anything good. So I have 20 million in cap, not as much, but I don't need much to play with. So Anthony Barr, I have to get him. This guy is a must get. I know he burns a lot of salary, but he's a playmaking backer. I know he's 28, but he can make an impact on this team. Big impact. Zarius Smith, Dolphins did their thing again with overbidding. They always do it. Not surprised at all. Darrell Williams could have waited, but I can't trust on free agency. Hitting me. Drew Brees could have a nice backup. I don't really need much. I don't really think I need anybody here. That's could get a couple guys as rotational pass rushers, but they overbid for Vic Beasley. Dean Lowry's not asking much, but I don't want to burn cap on guys I don't really need. So there's nothing much here. None I like other than Anthony Barr. See if I can get him. So I didn't get Anthony Barr. Not that bad of a thing not to get, but it's okay. So the top pick is going to be Najee Harris. I still have my first, so I may go after a good Mike like Patty Fisher, but I'm going to have to probably trade for that. So nothing here really much. So we'll go to the draft. So I'm at the draft. She did not need to press that. So Emmanuel Sanders is still there. I may pick him up just as a guy. So I may trade Marquise Brown for a better player, because if he's not going to develop like I thought he would, then I'm going to trade him. If I can get 1 year out of Talib, that would be great. That would be nice. And at the draft, I'll just have to see who I want and see who falls. So I may trade the pick. It's just, I have players that I like, it's just they're not developing the way I want them to. Nothing else really here that really impresses me much, other than these guys up here. So I'll get Talib for a year. Still a starting corner. So I'll get him at the end of the draft. Let's see who I get. There's a good center there or a guard that could replace Zeitler or Treader in a year. That would be great. So I don't have a great first round pick because I was in the divisional, but it's still a first round pick. So I'll see who's there, comparing to what I need. Who's about to retire and all that stuff. Timothy Bullard, good player. I haven't used this draft class very much, so I'm gonna try to go one of these backers here. See if I can pull something good out of it. Or if there's a good high-rated right guard or center. Yeah, nothing really. I know CJ Lott develops very well, but he's not. So I could draft him as a developmental project, but I can't do that with a competing team like me. So I'll get Brian Kesey here. Second bench press, very strong. So. 80 quick development, very good. He'll start over Christian Kirksey, and Kirksey would be a nice rotational backer. So.
The Browns are now on the clock.
I'll see if there's anything else good here. Like a nice rotational. I know I say rotational guys a lot, but it's good to have depth and guys that can produce in and out, in and out. So I know Devon Beason turns out to be good because I can move him over to right guard and he can develop for a while. But I'm not gonna take that risk because I want guys that can what's the word for it? Contribute quick. So I'm gonna go. Don't really like much. I'll go, since I need another tight end, I'll go Heath Huey. I'll take Huey. 75. Not expected to be a starter. He'll just be a rotational guy with a Joker. So I may go. Is Beason still there? I may wait till the 3rd to do that. So I'll go CJ Lott here because I'm gonna need one for next year. See, star development. I know he's a 70, but that star development really helps. So if Beason is still there, I'll go him so I can trade them maybe mid-season if they develop enough and I can survive throughout the playoffs. If he's still there. If not, I will probably trade this pick. It does not look like he's there. Looks like somebody took him. So, probably trade this pick. So, see how this goes. Now I do think I do need some rotational defensive tackles because I don't have any. I know Antonio Dean doesn't turn out to be great. So I'll go Armin Ellis. Ahmed Elias. 74. Not great, but it's not starting for me anytime soon. So I'll send him to 4. I'm going to trade the rest of these picks, so I'm going to sim till then, and I'll see you guys at the Star Internet next year.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Hold on now. This pick is trading teams.
The Browns are now on the clock.
So I am going to make one pick because the trade offers are not giving me a next year's pick. So I'm going to make one pick here and probably go this. See if I can get somebody. Steven Mendoza.
Cowboys.
Yeah, it doesn't turn out to be good at all. So I may trade him because rookies are valuable. I'll see you guys at the end of
The
next year.
Browns are now on the clock.
At the end of the draft. Sorry. Ooh, shit, I get it first for this. Dallas or Seattle?
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trade.
Man, we've been getting money for a long
The Browns are now on the clock.
was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. That all you rappers looking like a lunch line.
How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Right now, need cool up right now, cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade.
Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm two up.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Up right now. Yeah, I'm two up, round blue up, cop the new.
Well, wait, looks like both war rooms are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming.
First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh.
The Browns are now on the clock.
And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now. I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
Right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm two up right now. Two up right now.
Hold on now. This pick is trading teams.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah.
Okay. So this is what the team's gonna look like this year, unless when I'm sitting to the next. Unless if I like something else. So the team is gonna be all greens. Treader, Xylers will be last year, and the rest at the line. Njoku and Hui at tight end. Landry, Green, Brown. It's probably maybe be Green's last year. I'll decide that. Then Chubb, Johnson, then Mayfield, obviously. At defense, Biagba, Davis, Ogunjobi, Garrett, Kirksey, Schobert, and Kesey. And then Randall, Peppers, Howard, Ward, and Mitchell at the back end. So let's sim regular season, see what happens. So at the start of the season, see if anybody's developing. Green and Davis, that's good. Keep him out of 90. So all sim mid-season. See what happens. See if we can go on undefeated again. So I'm at the end. I'm 6-1, basically kind of the same as last year, just I have a loss. And I'm leading the division, most likely. I don't see Baltimore winning 7 games. So it's us and the Steelers. Some players are ready to negotiate. See, obviously Myles Garrett's an obvious key. Obviously keep him around, because he's a big part of this defense. So he's coming back next year on a big deal. Ramczyk, he needs to come back as well. Great player. Then Peppers, he will come back as well. I'm gonna see if I can start shortening these guys' deals a little bit. See if I can. Joku, this is a big re-sign year for me. I don't like losing guys that I like, because he has star development. These guys developing is very good.
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night. I was in a play fight.
Terrence Mitchell is going to be gone. Dawkins, I may look at a left tackle because he's not going to develop. So Mitchell and Dawkins are going to be trade. Punter. Punter's a punter. You gotta have him. I'm going to try to show his salary a little bit. Okay. Not paying him $30 million, dude. Minimum. So he's okay. Got him back. So everybody else is gone. Now I'm gonna try to trade Dawkins and then Mitchell right now.
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summer.
So I'm dumb. I didn't realize it's not the off season yet. I'll let him play out the rest of the year, and then I'll trade him. So see if I can get a couple draft picks and some good players from him. So I'm going to send. Have to download the latest draft class. So I'm going to go this year and next year, and then I'm going to probably be done with this rebuild. As always, go down, like, subscribe, more videos like this. And I love suggestions. Give me some, and I'll definitely put them into consideration. I forget who's in this draft class. I forget it's the guy from him and Justin Fields. Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. I don't need a quarterback, obviously. Dylan Moses would be nice. But I don't. Austin Jackson, he's going to probably be a guy I'd look at because he's left tackle. And I'm getting rid of Dawkins after this year. And Treader and Zeitler are going to be gone as well. So I'll have to work on finding replacements for them as well. I didn't just now realize this. I need to change this scheme because this is not fitting anybody's thing. I probably should change this, and we probably win a lot more. See who fits the best. If it fits Baker, it's got to fit Baker. So we're running and shoot offense. Then defense. Defense looks okay. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Whatever fits Miles, because he's the backbone of his defense. So also in the mid-season, playoffs, and then we'll see where we're at.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like true goy. Imagine
so I did make the wild card, did not win the division, kind of disappointing, but I did, am in the playoffs, that's all that matters.
These ain't the same type of hits, boy.
I'm gonna upgrade these guys. Look at the early awards. See how everybody did. Denzel and Garrett are really developing as the guys on defense. So awards MVP goes to Philip Rivers, and we're playing him in the first round. Jacob Eason, that's kind of weird. Baker got 7th. Really good. Defensive Player of the Year. Baker got 6th. I don't get that. You win MVP, but you don't get your Offensive Player of the Year. That's kind of head scratching for me. But that's just me. Defensive Player of the Year is Ryan Stays year. Garrett was 3rd. And Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Eason. Obviously, he wins Offensive Player of the Year. Hui got 9th. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Brian Kesey. That's good to see. It's good to see how Brian. I think you guys are pretty good. So I'll simcast next year because I have to win next year. I lost in the wild card again. Can't get past the division round. So I don't know if I'm gonna. I'll go one more year, and if I don't make it by then, I'm not gonna keep going with this rebuild. I'll stop the rebuild and then see how it goes. So I am going to trade these guys now. See if I can find a nice deal for them and get some players that will help for next year.
Then had to wait, do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah.
So I did get a nice deal. I forgot I have to trade the center and the guard as well. Tyler and Zeitler. So I did get a really good Mike linebacker and Ryan Shazier out of it, which is nice. So I need to dump a couple other guys.
The price come heavy, like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop you need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Raiders, Broncos, Bucks. Raiders, Broncos, Bucks. RBB.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about?
Raiders, Broncos, Bucks.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way,
Raiders,
yeah.
Broncos.
You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win.
Broncos.
Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. Big J Rock go. On 10, 10, 10, 10. Exit at 4. Bring friends. Matt Black 2 dough. Jump in. You might want to keep score. I win. Forearm tattoos. That's squad. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I been tapped in since I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These BBS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way. Yeah. Get out the way. Get out my way. Yeah. You either with me or against me though. You either with me or win. Curve everything else. Win. These ops ain't win. Start chasing that. Win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like drow side. I got the bow side and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field. Duck hunt. Hit my just the and he was like boop.
Yeah.
Knew just what it was. The whole and gave it back boop.
Yeah.
9/11, no mileage, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce line, I fine. I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way. Yeah. Get out the way.
It's probably not fit my scheme at all, but I got Von Miller because he's a left outside linebacker, and I think he can adapt. We can probably change up a little bit and move Garrett in, so we can make this work with a good player. And I know I have a good left tackle in the draft, so. Corbett's going to be the right guard, most likely. So this team's going to be changing a lot. I'm not checking stats, because it's making the video. I'm sorry for a long video, guys. I'm trying to shorten these up a little bit. See how it goes. Because I'm trying to get used to doing this more often. So,
Sounds like I see it in that. Hey, I'm on your turf again. That, from the back of the. I got a girl, Brett. She go to battle. I go in bigger than.
You can also do this. It's basically cheating the system, kind of. Gets the player better, gets them in the right position to do well. So. And if I have to make a bunch of trades, my defense is stellar. I could probably improve the left end a lot more and get a better defensive tackle. So, probably dump Kirksey and put some people together. So. I do not have very much cap space, so I'm going to be looking to shed a lot of cap. I'm going to look at shedding some cap that is unneeded cap. So Garrett's a lot, Miller's a lot, so eating up a lot of my cap, as well as Njoku is. A lot of guys eating up cap that I don't need to be paying. Like Kirksey. Kirksey's unneeded cap, that he's a rotational guy. Travis Carey, I completely forgot getting rid of him, and Hubbard. So those guys are eating up my cap space, and I don't like it. So, I have to get rid of these guys. See if I can get Kirksey. No, Kirksey's gonna. So, see if I can get a first round. I'm gonna most likely not get a first round pick out of any of these guys. So, see if I can get a high pick. See if I can make sure, or I can just get a a right guard to help. It's a lot of moving parts.
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if had aim. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me.
So I do get Brandon Brooks. I'm making these dumb trades for older guys is because it's only 1 year left. So I'm making every possible move I can. And I freed up a lot of cap space as well. I most likely freed up a lot of cap space, I hope. I don't get it how. So I did free up a lot of cap. Go get somebody. Christian McCaffrey, that would be unbelievable, but I'm not paying him. Trent Williams, ooh, that's tempting. I could just pay him for a year and be done, because he's a good left tackle. Very good left tackle. Marcus Williams, Andre Howell, James Conner, Adam Thielen. Thielen to help. I'm just trying to make every move possible that will help. So it could be doing things that I don't need, but it helps. So it's a very good free agent class. Chidobe Awuzie, I don't know how to spell his last name. So I could probably lowball him because nobody's giving him anything, so I could save me some cap. So yeah, lowball him. But he's a good player. So. So, doesn't really look like there's much there. Could help out a tight end, but I'm not using 2 tight end sets very much. So it doesn't really look like I need much. It's not gonna help. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse in my family not having. I'm passionate like. So I may trade Ogba and get a better end because I need a better edge rusher next to Garrett. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare or going to wealth from welfare. Corner, I'm getting Awuzie. So I'm gonna try to lowball him even more, save more cap. Just in case if there's a trade that I like. So that'll help. Nothing else really. See if I can get these guys. So that's a big hit. I got both of them, which is big hits, which helps. So I have the first pick in the. For one, I have a cheeseburger, ketchup, mustard. Back to them, I lead the packs on my back to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut. That's it. Tell tip rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a shrimp. Yes, please. Sure. So I am at the start of the draft, last draft. I'll probably end this rebuild. Sorry for a long video. I'm trying to get accustomed to doing these so I can find ways to shorten them. And me not explaining as much will probably help. So let's see how it goes. I have the tackle now. I'm gonna need a guard if there's a top guard. Quarterbacks is still there. Monroe St. Brown. Turns out to be a good player, I know that. Cesar Ruiz and Wyatt Davis. Wyatt Davis can help out a lot. So I'll get Wyatt Davis. 75, quick development. It's gonna be 1 year, so I may just. Oh, I forgot I traded for that guy, so that guy's probably poop. So he's probably a bucket of crap. So I'm gonna try to trade for a couple guys. Where's he at? Okay. I can't trade for him yet. So I'm gonna need a center. A center is a well-needed position that I need to fix. Better left end would help. I have a lot of good guys that are sitting here. Avery, and then
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
then I'll trade Antonio Callaway as well. He'll probably net me a good player.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Is there a good left end here? There's a good left end, I'll get him. Now I'll move on.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Making free pants in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot coke. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, see them. Echo back with the flip. Money flow like a.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Dealer with new. Giving out like check up the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like Judo.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like Judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too
The Falcons are now on the clock.
big, they sumo.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 35. Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah.
So I did strike a deal. I did get a better left end. My Ioannidis for Denard Avery, my next year's first and this year's third, because I can dump all those picks. And then now I'm gonna trade him in, guys. He's gonna get me a better player.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
I swear, baby, it was just 'cause nothing. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your town. So little mama, I can give you.
The Bills are now on the clock.
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 35. Ball for me. Ball for me.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
Ball for me. Ball for me, yeah.
So I did strike another deal. Emmanuel Agba, next year's second, this year's third for Ryan Kelly. So that takes care of that need. Everything pretty much else I don't really need. I'm gonna sim the rest of the draft. Not gonna trade any of it
Are now on the
because it's kind of pointless. So at the end. So, yeah, we're gonna be cutting a lot of clips out. So the starting lineup for this year is Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb, Duke. I may trade Duke just to get so I don't really need two backs. And then Marquise Brown, AJ Green, Jarvis Landry, and then at tight end Njoku and Hui. So defense is going to be Matt Ioannidis, Raekwon Davis, Logan Ogunjobi, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Chidobe Awuzie, Xavier Howard, Damaris Randall. And then the backers are Kesey, Shazier, Schober I may trade, and then Von Miller. What the heck am I looking at this guy for? Make sure Kesey's a right outside linebacker. No, he's not. He's not a right outside linebacker yet. Oh well, left aside. He's starting there, so. I may change the scheme because it fits Miller better and it will produce more out of him. So it does fit a lot of people. So it's going to be a base 3-4, even though I don't like 3-4 defenses. It'll fit our defense a lot better because Ioannidis, Ogunjobi, and Davis, and Garrett. So now I need Schobert in there, which will help. So I may try to get better at offense as well. So I think I'm ready to go. I will see you guys at the mid-season mark. So at the midpoint, I lost the Steelers last week, so obviously I'm not undefeated. I'm 5-3, second in division, so I'm sitting there. I'm doing good. Let me make sure I upgrade everybody. This, like I said a little bit ago, this will be the last year, because this year I have a stacked team. There's no way in heck I don't win a lot of games this year. One way I can improve this team is get better players at the positions, but I mean, I could get better at right outside linebacker and trade some guys. Which I come to think of it, Duke Johnson could be a very preferable part, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want to spend any more time. So I'll see you guys in the playoffs, which I should make. So I'm at the playoffs. I won the division, I think. Unless if the Ravens. I must have won because the wild card I would be in it right now. So I'm gonna upgrade these guys for the playoffs. So everybody's at full strength, ready to go. Check out the yearly awards real quick. MVP Todd Gurley, second. Baker Mayfield. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Baker, fifth. Defensive Player of the Year. Ryan Shazier and Von Miller, second. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Not really expecting to have anything for Rookie of the Year or anything like that. Yeah, no, okay. So, that's the division. So, division against the New York Jets. I think once again upgrade White Dave's home. I think he's really going to make that much of a difference. So I will simcast this.
King of the city, I don't want to be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that checking to go. A lot of these people lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No fault. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Let me. Hey everybody, it's
we're not doing.
Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming.
When I do play, I do like to blitz a lot. So.
Let's go! They're going to look to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they do get him down.
Down 17. I have to jump in here in a minute. High school. So we got a field goal. I'm like 2 touchdowns. I got a field goal. I'm by 11. They get a touchdown. Down by 8. So if we don't score here, say we're in for a touchdown. Doesn't look like it's gonna work out. So we'll get him to jump in and play a little bit. I'm gonna jump in here. I'm gonna see if I can lead a
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception.
So this
offense,
is a
they should be
great
fresh.
team. I don't get how
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception,
I have to know how long
a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Mayfield looks to throw left side complete. It's Ford. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Baker.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Mayfield on first down. Escapes the sack. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
So it did make an
2nd
adjustment.
and 10 from the 33-yard line.
We're going to create a turnover in the game. I'm not going to let that happen.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Slip screen. I will go for it.
Anytime a defense can
if it
sit
does
back
come
in
to
a
that,
zone like
so.
that, it tends to
Duke's
create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
And he checks pressure too much as down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th
down. I'm going to throw verts here. Let's see if I can pull something off. That way something happens. It's a 5-time.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
I was calling Adam, boy.
Inside the 10.
That's close.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns get a score closer.
So I'm going to go for 2
and that
here.
Touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Oh, I missed it.
Protection was great.
Oh, it looks like this rebuild is not gonna end in success. I don't know how. So I'm gonna go. He's running down the clock. Up I'm on offense now. See if I can get a quick score and stop. Stall all my timeouts. Maybe do a quick score. If I do score, I will play defense.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Mayfield to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. It's caught inside the 25.
I drafted him.
It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards. Here's Mayfield.
That's a
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal.
So I will send the rest of this.
Adams.
So this will rest of it go out and meet out, and it's on.
Well, one side moves on, and then of course there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the...
I'll try to shorten the videos, see if I can work that out. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, comment down below what you want. And that's pretty much it. That is it. This is Juicy. I'll see you next time. Peace.